Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chandy Chess and welcome back to another JR survival video. Today's video I will answer the question or try at least about a question that I think myself included was kind of curious, right? Curious. By that I mean, have you ever wondered or questioned about what will happen if you are still in the water or on the water, on the ice, when the winter weather or the winter season ends, right? So what's gonna happen? Will you get stuck inside the water forever until the next winter, or you can do something else, right? Or maybe you can still walk. I'm not sure, right? So today we will actually try to answer that question. I personally haven't tried this myself. Um, However, like recently, some players, well, not really some players, but more like one player kind of said something about a unique interaction if you are still on the ice or, in the water when the winter season ends, right? And as you can see over here, the time is now March 16th, and the weather is right now clear winter weather and remains for 14 hours. I think March will be the end of winter season because it starts at December, January, and February, and then early March it will shift to regular season, right? No winter, no ice. Therefore, ice will melt into water. As you can see over here, instead of water, it says ice, right? Or river, I don't know, I think water, right? It says ice and then ice extraction, right? Instead of dirty water, just like usual. You can still fishing for some reason in on the ice, in the water. I guess it makes sense because ice fishing is actually a thing, right? You open up some ice, you crack some holes in the ice and then you went fishing, right? Because down there the water is actually quite warm. It's not as cold. I mean, it's cold, but um I don't know, like physically speaking, it's still warmer than the top, right? Because the top is just ice. However, the bottom part, because it contains a lot of solutes, I mean, like solubles, right? Solubles. Therefore, it it basically can resist some heat, basically. That's why it's kind of warm, right? But yeah, anyway, let's actually start. We're at 14 hours to go. I will just oh, actually, I know what I should do. I was thinking that maybe I should just go around, right? Run around, but that would take time. Instead, I will probably do something over here, like I don't know, or actually, let's extract some ice, I guess, using my steel axe. This should reduce the hour. Yeah, it's kind of slowing. I mean, it's kind of reducing the hours, right? Just like that. I'm just getting ice. I mean, I'm just gonna use the ice anyway. So yeah. Also, the person that told me about the information, um, tried that in the lake in between Leningrad and Olonets. As you can see, there is a big lake over here, right? But there is no lake whatsoever I can found around Chelyabinsk, like close by. Maybe here, but I'm not sure. Or here, right? But the thing is that it's kind of far away, and I'm not sure if I can make it before the winter actually ends, right? So I kind of have to be careful. So that's why I kind of do it like right now, right? Over here as well, because it's not really a big place, right? For water, as you can see, it's still water body over here, but it's just river, right? I mean, there's still water body over here. I guess that kind of still counts, right? Yeah, I will actually do this one more time. Let's see, 5 hours, okay? 4 hours now, 3 hours, three, okay, two and a half, 2 hours, 1 hour, okay. Let's actually stop, okay. Okay, 4 minutes left. That's just barely about to end, right? I will pick up these eyes because I'm not sure what's gonna happen If I ever got stuck here, then I will probably just die, probably, so that I can get teleported into somewhere safe, right? But yeah, I don't think I can swim. Maybe I can, like remove everything, like remove my truck and then drop off all my inventory. Then probably I can swim, but I'm not entirely sure. But here we go. This is 4 minutes or 3 minutes now. Okay, so let's just move, I guess, and see how this goes. Okay, now the winter just ended, and it's now no longer winter season, right? As you can see as well, the ice just melts and the wasteland is now dry once more. Also, as you can see, the weather is now tailwind. It's March 17, and there is no weather. Can I actually move here, right? Let's. Oh, okay. So that, I guess that's the answer. We can still move, right? Despite of I'm having truck, I don't think we can use truck anyway, in the river. But since this is like some kind of, um, I would say like exception, right? I guess that makes sense because, um, what are you gonna do, right? Like sometimes you just go through ice, right? On top of the river, right? The frozen river. Therefore, you probably also will not think too much about the weather, right? And then suddenly the weather just shifts and the ice is no longer there. As you can see, it's now water, right? Instead of ice, and now I can get dirty water. Let's actually get some. Oh, I cannot. Okay, so let's get some dirty water. See if doing this actually change the status. No, I can still walk there apparently. Although, if you ask me, the speed is not that high. I guess it makes sense because the crash actually has. Oh, actually no. The off-road and road speed is still 60 kilometers. I guess this is just how the nature, I think, of water that can basically reduce your speed, right? But as you can see, I can still move with my what is it, truck, right? Um, Maybe I should do with other vehicle as well, but at the moment I don't have anything else in my possession. I guess Crash will just do the job, right? Also, as you can see as well, yeah, I can still walk in the water, right? Despite of normally I cannot do that, right? Um, Actually, now let's actually go to coast over here and see how this works. Okay, so now we move into coast, right? Let's see if we can still go in. No, okay, so yeah, as soon as we drop into some kind of non-water, then we will lose our ability to go inside the water again. However, I also still have another question. What happen if you you end up in some kind of island, right? Like some kind of small patches of land in the middle of nothing, right? What's gonna happen? Well, um, if you ask me, unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure, but unfortunately, I think what's gonna happen is that you will lose the ability to travel in the water like that. And you will be stranded for sure in in the middle of nowhere, right? In the middle of water body and then on the tiny piece of land, right? But the thing is that if you are there, like let's say there is a small patch of coast, right? At least you can do something. You can like craft a hut. Um, Not that one, this one. You can kind of craft hut like this in the coastal area, right? And then you can basically just wait for the next, what is it? The next winter, which will happen in 9 months, right? It will happen in December. So yeah, pretty much you will have to spend another 9 months just in that small area of yours. And as you can see as well over here, you can still get food as well from this animal. You can search, you can hunt for wolf, bears, birds, whatever, right? And then you can still get water as well. You can get basically anything, right? um, but yeah, unfortunately, I think you cannot do anything else if that happens to you. So I guess at the end of the day, you still kind of have to be mindful about where you are right now because, especially during winter, right? you don't want to end up being in the middle of nowhere when the winter starts to change, right? Or it ends into other season, right? But the thing is that you can still move, like we saw earlier. I can still move in the water if I started in the water already, right? If I started being in the water when the season shifts, therefore I can still walk on water or in water. And then once I go to some other biome, like let's say coast or even random wasteland in the middle of ocean, probably, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe there are some patches like this, right? So yeah, as soon as you be in this land, a piece of land or coast, then you will lose the ability to move in the water. It means that you will get stranded, like I said. So yeah, I guess kinda that's the question answered, I guess. What happens if you are in the water while the winter season ends, right? Can you move? Can you, like drive your truck somewhere else, or are you gonna be stuck there, or are you gonna stuck there forever? Well, by forever I mean until the next winter, right? um, I guess the answer is no. You can still move. You're not gonna get stuck. However, as soon as you get into coast or a piece of land, you cannot go back. So random island will be bad for you because you cannot. I guess you cannot go out, right? Also, I'm not sure how like people can help you in that situation. I guess they can kind of help you with making this motorized raft, and then with the very few carry weights, you kind of have to deal with that, right? So if you have 11 tons like me, for instance, or 10 tons, then you will need 20 times, right? Like travel using the motorized raft, basically. At least anyway. Like that's like probably like 25 to 30 times for replacing, or like yeah, replacing your um, stuff from the water or the island into the actual land, right? So yeah, there you have it. That's the question answered. It will be a short video from me, the art survival video. But yeah, anyway, I think that'll be it for today's video about the art survival, answering the question of what will happen or what happens if you stay in the water when the winter ends, right? Somewhere along those lines for the title, and the answer is there. You can still move, but yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Art video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you again very soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see ya.